Hello to anyone that's watching this video. If you're a freshman of this year or the parent or guardian of a freshman, the graduating class of 2030, or any graduating class after this video is intended for you, Oklahoma House Bill 3278 changed the graduation requirements for students in Oklahoma high schools, and I wanted to address some of those concerns, maybe answer some of your questions, or maybe point you in the right direction of some questions that you may have after you get this information. So let's get into it. What's changing is a transition from a one size fits all approach and moving towards individual pathways with a specific career focus. Under the old pathway, there were 17 required classes, 17 named courses that you had to take. And under the new pathway, there's only 14, and there's even some flexibility within those 14. They're all tied towards your ICAP, which has been around for quite a while. Under the old framework, there were two named paths that you could go through, which was the college prep pack path or the core path. And under the new path, there's going to be six different pathways, which are also flexible within the six pathways. There's still the core requirement of 23 units as a state, but like I stated earlier, there is some flexibility within those pathways, within those courses. One of the biggest changes, academically speaking, is the mathematics change. Under the old plan, you had three maths that you had to take, and those three maths had to be taken during high school. If you took one in eighth grade, you ended up having to take an additional math, so you'd end up having to take four maths. Under the new plan, you'll have to take four maths. However, there's some flexibility within the maths. Now you have to take Algebra 1 and Algebra 1 and Geometry, or Algebra 2. You don't have to take Geometry and Algebra 2. There's a major caveat to that I want to go ahead and mention, which is that for most students, taking Algebra 1, Geometry, and Algebra 2 is still going to be the proper course. It's going to be the best way to get three of your four maths. For a lot of students, it is. And for any students that are planning on going to college, that's what they're going to take. However, there is quite a bit of flexibility for students that do some other things. If they attend Green Country, there's a lot of pathways to get your other two maths. And even if you take the three traditional maths, which prepares you best for tests like the ACT, you still have to get that fourth math, which you can pick up out at Green Country, or you can pick up in a college course, or you can pick up locally with something like pre-calc or trig if you're wanting to take an advanced math, or a personal financial literacy math potentially. And even by the time that these freshmen start needing that third and fourth math, we will likely create some courses such as business math or math of finance that they could take if they don't want to take one that is above the rigor of Algebra 2, rather meets the requirement of at the rigor of Algebra 1. Now, let's talk about the career pathways, which is a significant change in the language. It is really more of a shift in the spirit of what we want to do at high schools. We want to make students ready for life after high school, so we want to spend more time during their 4 years here in school talking about what they want to do after high school. I'm just going to do a quick overview of the six career pathways. There are 16 nationally recognized career clusters, and the state got together and decided to hone that down into six pathways, which is really going to be the way I like to think of it, is more of a conversation piece around what students want to do. And that conversation starts their freshman year. This is not something that they have to decide before they go into their freshman year, nor once they decide this that they're stuck in this pathway. Those 14 units that they're doing will still gear them towards any possibility within these six pathways. So the six pathways are agricultural education, business and IT, family and consumer sciences, health careers, STEM and education, and trade and industry. Those are the six pathways. I'm going to circle back to that here in just a second, but let's talk about the units that they have to get, and this might help make more sense. They still have to get the 4 language units, which hasn't changed. That's English 1, English 2, English 3, and English 4. Of course, locally they can take the English 4 credit can be Comp 1 and Comp 2 if they decide to take some college courses. So you could take English 1, English 2, English 3, and then take Comp 1 and Comp 2 your senior year to count for your 4th credit. Math, we already went over. They're going to have 4 units of math, which includes Algebra 1 and Geometry or Algebra 2. But for most or many, it's going to still be 3 maths, plus we'll have to pick up an additional math. Science is still the same amount. They have to have 3 sciences. 2 of them are specifically required, which is biology and physical science, or a physical science, and then 1 additional science, which we have several that you could take: environmental science, zoology, botany, ecology, that would cover that science. Or you could take a college course, or if you went out to Green Country, there's also courses out there, if you do their medical program, that would count for that. History and civics, there's really no change here. You have 3 units that you have to take, 3 years worth of class. Oklahoma history and government's 1 year. American history, and then your 3rd can be something like AP World History or World Geography. There's some other ones too. Now, your 6 units of career pathway and your elective units can be thought of in the same way. These are courses that a student chooses year to year or semester to semester. And the way in which they are career pathways, as opposed to just electives, is that we'll be making every effort to tie them back to the career pathways that they choose. And as we move forward, we will be trying to create classes to meet the needs of our students here. This is an important document right here. You can get this. You can get one up here at the school, or you can just Google 2030 graduation requirements, and this is the state check sheet. It's not a bad thing to have your own. We keep one up here for every student, but if you want to have your own copy, you can get you a copy, and you can track it as well. We can print your transcript for you anytime you want, and it'll have all of this information on it. Now, circling back, like I said, to the career plans. So ICAP is effectively career planning for after high school. I don't want anyone to think that you have to have already known these things, or that they've already have to pick these things. In your 9th grade year, your student, or if you're a student watching this, you will be exploring these options. We've actually added some counseling support to our staff, and this is you'll still have me and Mrs. Walker, and you'll also have Mrs. Rush at least part of the day, who's only going to be focusing on 9th graders to kind of initiate these career conversations. But in the 9th grade year, we will investigate careers. We'll do some career assessments and try to help you start to think about what you want to do. Then in the 10th grade year, catch up on my notes here. In the 10th grade year, we'll start to target some of those careers, and maybe hopefully help you make some decisions. Of course, by your 11th grade year, you'll start to engage in some of these choices. By your 11th grade year, if you're wanting to go to college, we'll try to get you into some concurrent courses or some advanced courses. If you're wanting to go into a specific trade, we'll try to get you in touch with the Green Country or some sort of service learning project. Then by your 12th grade year, we'll start to prepare you to transition. You'll be finishing up with that engagement portion and starting to transition. You'll wrap up your ICAP requirements here at the school. Now, I hope that this maybe answers some questions, but it may have initiated more questions in your mind than it answered. So please feel free to reach out anytime. I've put our emails up there. You got Miss Walker, you got Miss Rush, and you got me that you can reach out to anytime. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching this. Have a good day.